Back when I was 21, I spent most weekends looking for abandoned places to explore. It started as a hobby after high school. A few friends and I would drive around small towns looking for forgotten factories, empty schools, or old businesses that had been sitting vacant for years. Most of the time we found nothing more than broken windows and graffiti. Then there was the freight building on Ashford Road. A friend of ours had mentioned it during a late-night hangout. According to him, it used to be a shipping depot decades earlier before being shut down after a fire. Since then, nobody had touched it. Naturally, we wanted to see it for ourselves one Friday night. My friends Ryan and Derek met me at a gas station outside town. The building sat nearly 20 minutes away beyond a stretch of industrial roads that eventually turned into farmland. As we got closer, Derek started having second thoughts. The depot looked far more intimidating in person than it had in photographs. The enormous structure loomed above the surrounding fields like a black silhouette against the night sky. "I'll stay near the truck," Derek said. Neither Ryan nor I blamed him. The place gave off a strange feeling immediately. We grabbed our flashlights and headed toward the building. The front loading bays had been welded shut years earlier, but one of the side entrances had partially collapsed. That gave us a way inside. The moment we stepped through the opening, the temperature seemed to drop. The air smelled damp and stale. Our flashlight beams disappeared into darkness. The depot was much larger than we expected. Rows of rusted shelving stretched into the shadows, while broken pallets littered the floor. Every footstep echoed throughout the building. For a while we simply wandered. Most of the walls were covered with old spray paint, names, symbols, dates, the usual things you'd expect in an abandoned property. But deeper inside the building, the messages became increasingly disturbing. One wall had dozens of phrases written over each other. "Don't look up, stay out of room 8, he's still here." Some of the writing looked decades old. Other messages appeared much newer. Ryan joked that local teenagers were probably trying to scare trespassers. I laughed too, at least initially. Then we found the offices. A narrow hallway led to several small rooms overlooking the warehouse floor. Every door hung partially open. Most contained broken furniture and water-damaged paperwork. One office, however, looked different. The walls were covered with photographs, hundreds of them. Most had faded beyond recognition. Others showed random people standing in parking lots, sitting on benches, or walking through shopping centers. None of the photos appeared connected. It was as if someone had spent years secretly taking pictures of strangers. Neither of us liked that. We left quickly. Further down the hallway we discovered a staircase leading to the basement level. That was where things became unsettling. The lower floor looked almost untouched. Dust coated everything. Old filing cabinets lined the walls. Near the bottom of the stairs sat several candles arranged in a circle. They looked relatively recent, not something that had been there for years. Someone had been using this place. Recently, we decided it was time to leave. As we turned around, we heard a loud metallic bang somewhere above us. Ryan froze. "So we're definitely not alone," he whispered. Another crash echoed through the building. This one sounded closer, much closer. We hurried back upstairs. The warehouse floor appeared empty. Nothing moved. Nothing made a sound. For several seconds, the building was completely silent. Then my flashlight beam landed on something hanging from one of the support beams. At first, I thought it was a tarp. Then I realized it was a coat. A long black coat, swaying slightly despite the still air. Neither of us remembered seeing it earlier. We started walking faster toward the exit. That's when Ryan grabbed my arm. Someone was standing at the far end of the warehouse, watching us. The figure stood motionless between two rows of shelving, too far away to identify clearly. The second my flashlight hit them, they stepped backward and vanished into the darkness. We didn't stick around. We practically jogged toward the collapsed entrance. As we neared the opening, my phone vibrated. It was Derek calling. The moment I answered, he sounded panicked. "Get out right now? What happened?" "There are people outside." My stomach dropped. "How many?" "I don't know, at least 3. Ryan and I immediately broke into a run. We burst through the opening and sprinted toward the truck. Halfway there, headlights suddenly appeared from behind a storage container. An older white van rolled slowly across the property. At the same time, another vehicle pulled onto the gravel road near the entrance. Neither vehicle had been there earlier. Derek already had the truck running. The second we reached it, we jumped inside. As we pulled away, I looked back through the rear window. Several figures stood near the freight building watching us leave. None of them moved. None attempted to follow. They simply stood there, silent, almost as if they expected us to come back. We never did. A few months later, I learned something interesting from a local newspaper article. Police had raided the property not long after our visit. Authorities discovered several people had been living inside the abandoned depot without permission. What they were doing there wasn't fully disclosed, but the building was demolished shortly afterward. To this day, I still think about those photographs covering the office walls, because out of hundreds of pictures, there was one detail Ryan pointed out while we were leaving. One of the photographs appeared to show the freight building itself, and standing near the entrance were 2 people holding flashlights, people who looked an awful lot like us.